Hi there, so I thought today I'd share with you my Lush haul. I'm quite new to Lush and I've only ever really used like their bath bombs and stuff before, but for my birthday I had a £50 voucher from some very lovely friends. So I thought that was a really good opportunity to buy myself something that I wouldn't normally buy myself and to try out a whole range of Lush stuff. So I was really excited, and before I went in the shop I had like researched online like all the things that were popular and like the best sellers and things. I did aim towards more skincare related stuff. I've had a problem lately with my skin just like breaking out and it not really going away. Like when I think it's dying down, it just all comes back again. So I've had a bit of a problem with that. So I was researching some products that were good skincare from Lush, and I'll run through what they are. I've probably had this about a week now, so some of the things I have already tried out. So it's sort of like an initial review video as well as a haul video. So to kick off, the first thing I went for was this Ultrabland facial cleanser. This has so many good reviews online. It's basically I think the reason I thought I would try it is because it's so natural that I thought there's hopefully nothing in it that's going to irritate my skin or make it worse. So it's just going to hopefully clear it up. So I went for this small 100-gram pot. I think it was around sort of £6 or something, so quite good. One thing I suppose you do have to note with Lush products is they all have like, because they're fresh ingredients, have like a use by date on. Obviously I've not used them before, so I'm not sure how you have to stick to those and whether they really do go off or not. But I think one's got about 3 months on it, so I think that probably will be about 3 months worth. So it says Ultrabland facial cleanser, beeswax and rose cream to soften and thoroughly clean the skin. So I have been using this for a week. I have noticed perhaps a slight improvement, but nothing major yet. So what you do is, I'll open it up for you there. So it's like sort of really thick and creamy, and you just get a small bit on your fingers, work it through. I sort of rub it and massage it all over my face, and actually it is quite effective at sort of dissolving your makeup, and it does smear it sort of all over your face. And then I just get like a warm flannel, or if I haven't got one, like a cotton wool pad, and just wipe it all off. So yeah, it is effective at getting my makeup off. The one thing I would say, which is a bit of a downside, is it's sort of, because it is so rich and oily, it's probably the beeswax in it. It leaves like sort of a film on your skin, sort of like you've put a really thick moisturiser on and it hasn't gone away, but not quite as nice as that. So I'm not really a big fan of that, so I've just been using my normal cleanser after this to just get that sort of film off. So I think it's working alright so far, but I haven't had any big dramatic change in my skin yet. It does say on the pot as a top tip for people with really problem skin, use nothing but Ultrabland for 1 month and it should bring your skin back into balance. So I will let you know how I get on, and if it does clear up my skin along with some of these other products, then I will let you know. But in terms of like scent and things, it hasn't really got much of a scent. It's sort of like quite a bland thing, I guess, because that is the whole point of it, Ultrabland. But at the same time, it's not horrible either. It's just plain, really. So that was buy number 1. Next, still sticking on the skincare theme, I went for this mask of magnamity. Make sure I say it right. So again, this is one that I'd researched online and had really good reviews. So thought I would give it a go. It's good for breakouts and stuff as well, which is why I picked it. So this is a face and body mask, and this is now the self-preserving one, because they did have this before and you had to keep it in the fridge. I don't really like the idea of having my skincare in the fridge, so I think the self-preserving one's really good. Again, like with some of these other products, it's got a use by date on it, 3 months again. So this one is a mask that you leave on for 5 to 10 minutes. But it's also got quite a few, I don't know actually what it is, but like grainy bits in it, so when you wipe it off it's like an exfoliation as well. And the reason I like it is because I like face masks to be like really fresh, because I think it just makes your skin feel better. And this one is really fresh, it's quite minty, It's got peppermint in it. I'll show you, see if you can see that in there. It is like green and slimy, and you do look a bit crazy with this green like bobbly stuff all over your face. But so I've used it once now, and it was a nice experience. You know, it was I think because of the smell, although you look crazy, the smell is really nice. And actually my skin did feel really nice after it. Again, I've only obviously used it once, so I've not seen any dramatic improvement yet, but I'll keep you posted. Then moving on, so this is the last sort of skincare related thing I bought, and this is the Grease Lightening Spot Treatment. So again, I haven't really had much luck with finding anything that's been clearing up my spots quickly, but this has helped. It hasn't got rid of them completely, but it does help sort of shrink them down, I think, and reduce the redness a bit to make them less noticeable. So it says here, strikes the spot with lightning precision, dab on this super effective tea tree and witch hazel gel to zap zits before they show themselves. So I mean, maybe I need to be using it a bit more liberally to keep ones at bay, I don't know. I'll perhaps be trying that out. But it's just like a nice little pump, and it's like a clear sort of oily gel that comes out and you just put it on. So far no dramatic results again, but it has helped, I think. And I think, you know, tea tree is supposed to be really good for spots, so we will see. Then the next thing, which I must admit I thought was a bit excessive, because it's not the sort of thing I'd usually buy, because you can sort of make these lip scrubs yourself with sugar and things, and it is usually, obviously I had a voucher, but this is usually £5 for this little tub. But having tried it out once, I think it will last a long time. So I will give it a go. But the main reason I wanted this was because it smells and tastes gorgeous. Oh, it is like sweets, like Haribo. And it's bright pink, as you can see. So this is called Bubblegum Lip Scrub. And they also do it in like a caramelly popcorn one as well. But personally, I just went over the top and went sweet. And yeah, it's really nice. So it's like sugary and grainy, and you just get a tiny bit on your finger. I didn't need very much at all. I'll rub it all over your lips, and it's quite nice because you can sort of see it almost working as you're doing it. And then when you're left, any sort of residue or bits you've got left, because it's sugar, you can just lick it all away, and it is really tasty. Although obviously I'm not condoning eating it, but it is very tasty just to lick off your lips. Yeah, and actually I was really pleased. So after I'd done this, my lips felt really fresh. I put some lip balm on, and then probably about half an hour later when I put my lipstick on, it did just look really smooth. At the moment I'm sort of got a bit of a craze on really matte lipsticks, and for those you need your lips in really good condition, because they do sort of show up any dry patches. And yeah, I was really pleased, so loving this one so far. Next product, now we're sort of going a bit body related, is Buffy. Now I have been keeping it in these little tubs that you can buy in Lush, because I had this years ago, and I remember what put me off it was it didn't made your bathroom really messy. So this is Buffy, and Buffy is like an in-shower block of body butter and exfoliator in one. So this block is a really quite decent size, and again I think this was like £6.50, and it's going to last ages. I think definitely get these tubs, because as you can see it's just a fresh block, and you just pop that down on the side of your bath, and it doesn't really dry, and it leaves sort of like the creamy residue on the bath, and it's just a bit frustrating. So much easier to keep it in here. It doesn't really have too much scent, it's quite plain again, a bit like the Ultrabland, but I love this. So like I say, I used it years ago, and I think I just went off it because of the mess it made, but now I've got it in this little tub, I think that's going to improve it so much. So it's just in the bath or the shower, you just like rub it all over your arms, legs, wherever you want, and it is an exfoliator, so you can like rub it in, give yourself a good exfoliation, and then when you get out of the bath or shower and you dry yourself off, your skin feels like you've got body butter on already. So it is like moisturiser and body butter in one. Scrub and body butter in one, and I love it. I think it's really nice, and I do have really quite sensitive skin, so having like an exfoliator that doesn't irritate my skin is really good. I think it's because it is so moisturising, I can just get away with that one. So that was Buffy. Then next up, something a bit different. Again, I've got it in a little tub because it doesn't really come in any packaging, is this orange block here. And this is called Pumice Power, I think. And this is a foot scrub. So it's sort of orange flavoured and orange scented. It's got orange oils in it. And it's made from like pumice powder, like the stones you rub your feet with. So it's a foot scrub and soap in one. Again, I've used this once now and it's really nice. I was actually quite impressed because I wanted something. I don't really ever give my feet any attention, apart from maybe a pedicure before a holiday or whatever. So I thought, you know, as I've got this voucher, I'll treat myself to something I wouldn't usually buy. So I bought this and I wasn't really expecting it to do anything for the hard bits of skin on my feet, but actually it was quite effective. I think, I don't know what it is, the pumice powder or whatever that's building it makes it really strong, so you can have quite a good scrub of the hard bits and they do feel a lot fresher. Sorry, it's not a very nice topic, is it? But I think we all have it. So, and yeah, I think it definitely improved and made it a lot softer. And the smell, I personally love like citrusy things, and the orange smell is really strong and I love it. So I was actually quite impressed with that, and that was only £3. And I think that will last ages. So I think that's quite a good buy. These little tubs I think are £2.95. So obviously quite expensive for a little tub, but you know, you can use them over and over again. So that's quite good. And then we're coming on to the last thing. So it's all wrapped up so you can't really tell what it is, but this is one of their bath time melts. This one was called Dreamtime. So I think because Lush are known for their bath bombs, and although I like a bath bomb for a treat, I do have really sensitive skin, and sometimes I get a bit paranoid that all the things in bath bombs that make them fizz are gonna upset my skin and bring out like my eczema and things, because it is super sensitive. And you know, bath bombs are quite expensive just for one use, I think, from Lush anyway. So I thought I'd try this one because it might be a bit nicer to my skin. So this is a bath melt, so you still drop it in the bath like you would a bath bomb, but it doesn't fizz up. It's basically more based on more creamy, more essential oils, so I thought it might be more nourishing and moisturising for my skin. I also really like the smell. I can't really explain what it is. I think it is quite florally. It smells a bit like the actual Lush shop itself. I like when you walk past Lush and you get that waft of like perfuminess. It actually does just smell like that, but I'm quite happy with that. So it says, run yourself the perfect temperature bath, drop this in and watch it slowly melt away to leave you surrounded in a silky smooth bath of exquisite oils and fragrances. So quite interested to try this to see what happens. Hopefully it'll leave me smelling gorgeous. But yeah, it is a bit of a different option to a bath bomb there. So, and that was everything. So I was really pleased actually, because I think I got more than I thought I would for my £50. So yeah, really pleased. Like I say, I've only been using these for like a week or so now, so I haven't seen any big skincare improvements, but I am loving the lip scrub and the shower Buffy are my favourites so far. If in like a month or so my skin has cleared up, then I will do another skincare video and show you my full routine with this stuff if it works. Anyway, I hope you found this video useful and enjoyed it. And if you did, perhaps give it a little thumbs up or subscribe to my channel. That'd be great. See you soon. Bye.